Hello everyone. In this video we're going to be taking a look at an article from the New York Post. Now this was published on October 25th and it's written by Laura Italiano. Now before we get into this article, I want to say that I think this guy, the founder of Android, or the creator of Android, is a scumbag, cheating, sleazeball piece of shit. And you look at the picture here, I mean, he kind of looks like a deviant. But do I buy into the claims that are made about him in this particular situation? No, because it takes two to tango. And with this whole Me Too shit, and like you look at with Weinstein, pretty much all of his accusers have been discredited, and they're still trying to prosecute him in New York. When it's like, oh yeah, I supposedly, you know, raped her or used my power to coerce her or something like that, but yet she kept fucking me long after the fact and was in a relationship with me. You know, that was what was going on with Weinstein, and that, I mean, that kind of discredits their bullshit. Well, this, I believe, is the same type of situation. Now, like I said, I think this guy is a lech and a scumbag and a sleazeball and everything else under the sun for being a cheating piece of shit. But do I think he's guilty of this particular instance? No. Google reportedly paid Android creator millions after sex misconduct claim. Now, I'll get into why, as we get into the article, why I think in this particular case, I think it's one of those Me Too false bullshit type of things looking to get something out of the situation. I mean, this was, I believe, before Me Too when this particular situation happened. But I think it was more along the lines of the fact of the bitch got rejected, didn't like the fact that, you know, she's the other woman in the idea of the extramarital affair, and it came back to bite him in the ass. So let's get into the article here. Google is about to pay Andy Ruben, the creator of Android, the last installment of his $90 million exit package, $90 million exit package, a golden parachute he received despite his being credibly accused of coercing a female employee into performing oral sex, it was revealed on Thursday. Now here's the thing. This woman, and you can go look at this woman was having an extramarital affair with him. They were in a hotel together. Clearly, they're there going to be having sex, and he coerced her into a blowjob. This is where I'm saying that this is one of those types of situations where the bitch is looking to get something. They are literally in a, you know, looking to get something after feeling, you know what, I've been the other woman, I'm going to get my revenge and maybe get a little bank. Because they had been in an ongoing extramarital affair. I mean, he was married at the time. And now this comes out when he's in the middle of a divorce, which I think on top of it, I think his ex-wife kind of got involved in this situation. But yeah, they were fucking like rabbits, but yet he coerced her into a blowjob. Sure. Now, don't get me wrong. If there is actual evidence, which I don't know what evidence they have for coercing her. I'm assuming it's just going to be her word, where they're saying credible. But to me, I want to see. I mean, rape is a horrible, vile, disgusting thing. But before I jump on the bandwagon and, you know, with the pitchforks and the fucking torches and shit, I want to see evidence to the fact that the person actually committed the crime. In addition to claims the legendary software developer coerced a colleague to perform oral sex on him in a hotel room, which, see, they leave out the fact that these two were having an affair, were staying in the room together. You know, they leave out these convenient facts. But perform oral sex on him in a hotel room. Ruben had multiple extramarital affairs with colleagues and had bizarre ownership relationships with other women to whom he paid hundreds of thousands of dollars, according to an explosive report. Yeah, the guy's a sleazy fuck. But these women, they're consenting in this shit. And they're trying to talk about, like, well, he paid him hundreds of $1,000s in this ownership relationships. They were sugar babies. They were exclusive to him. I mean, mind you, he's going and fucking everything with 2 tits, a hole, and a heartbeat. So I wouldn't be surprised if there might be some traps mixed in there, if you later find out. But this supposed coercion, and I love how they leave this out. I mean, there's actually another article. I believe it's this one here in the New York Times. Because I read the other article too, but it was just way too long. Yeah, this is it. Because let me go to that point here. I know this is kind of a sidetrack here, but I just want to show you how they were literally in a hotel room with the intent of getting their freak on, and yet he coerced her. So this is from the New York Times. What Google did not make public was that an employee had accused Mr. Ruben of sexual misconduct. The woman with whom Mr. Ruben had been having an extramarital relationship said he coerced her into performing oral sex in a hotel room in 2013, according to 2 company executives with knowledge of the episode. To me, they're having an extramarital affair. She don't like being the other woman. She figures that she can go and get into the deep pockets of Google and fuck them in the process. That's what that looks like. But anyway, just so you know that I'm not talking out of my ass there about the fact of they were scrogging. All right, and he's being a lecherous, cheating fuck with her. And this idea that, the bizarre ownership relationships, they were sugar babies. I mean, they're trying to make it, don't get me wrong, that's fucked up what he's doing, all these women and shit like that, and making them like, well, you're mine, if I'm going to pay your way, sugar baby, you're mine. I mean, a little fucked up, being a married man and all that. But, like I said, I'm not buying into their bullshit fucking claim here. I mean, it's funny because the left, they're reading themselves. Google isn't doing what they want. Isn't accomplishing what they want. Isn't moving along quickly. Isn't sucking the dick of the legacy media hard enough. So they're now trying to fuck Google. It's like, are you kidding me? You people are fucking ridiculous. You're now eating yourselves. Go right ahead. Instead of firing Ruben and paying him a goodbye pittance, Google began paying him $2 million a month for 4 years, with the last payment scheduled for next month, sources with knowledge of the terms told the paper. Well, here's the thing. They were having an extramarital affair. That's why they were like, look, man, this is some sketchy shit. To us, it doesn't sound like, you abused your position or anything. I mean, you were having an extramarital affair with her. You're both scrogging. It was consensual. And now she's just spurned. We're going to get you out of here. Because she spurgs out, he shouldn't get his money? They gave him a golden parachute. He didn't get the max of what he should have got. Because they bowed him out early with a golden parachute over this shit. Which, don't get me wrong, when you're in the position you are, and you're sleeping with another employee and other, you met your wife there, and you were sleeping with her beforehand, and you got this tendency to fuck the employees, you should probably be out, regardless of the situation. But him getting jack shit because, she's upset that she's the other woman, Don't work. Life doesn't work like that. Google chief executive Sundar Pichai, in a Thursday memo to employees, said the Times story was hard to read. He didn't deny any of what was reported and further admitted to startling harassment stats at the company. In the last 2 years, 48 people have been terminated for sexual harassment, including 13 who were senior managers and above, Pichai said in the memo obtained by CNBC, which was also signed by Eileen Naughton, Vice President of People Operations. None of these individuals received an exit package. Now, here's the thing. For a company as large as Google, that employs as many people as Google does, statistically, 48 sounds like a high number. And don't get me wrong, there shouldn't be 48 if they're all actual valid ones. But there shouldn't be 48 anyways. But in comparison to how many thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of employees Alphabet and Google and YouTube employ, on the note of Google alone, with how many thousands, yeah, that might be a little high, but I'm sure there are other companies that have comparable percentages. And the fact that none of those other people received an exit package, that's a different story. Because, they're trying to equate an extramarital affair between two consenting people and a scorned bitch with sexual harassment here. It doesn't work like that. Sexual harassment and consensual sex with a scorned bitch after the fact, not the same thing. Sorry that you're conflating those, but people aren't going to buy it. Sorry you're conflating those things and you think people are going to buy it, but they're not. A Google spokeswoman said in a statement that the company takes harassment seriously. Over the past decade, 2 other senior execs were protected from public scandal and other repercussions, and in one instance paid a multi-million-dollar exit package after being accused of sexual misconduct, the paper said, without naming the execs. Now, see, it's funny how now they're going after Google. It really is. It's like the idea of they're blaming Google for the fact of 2016. They're still spurging out about that. And now it's finally because we're getting into the swing of the midterms, hitting them. So now, well, let's take Google down a peg. They didn't take Google down a peg for the fact, really for the fact of their Chinese censored search engine play. They haven't played down the fact of a bunch of other shit. Well, they have played down the fact of a bunch of other shit that they shouldn't have. But now, all of a sudden, they're going to die on this particular hill. A woman who was having consensual fucking sex with him and an extramarital affair, excuse me, who looks like complete total dog shit as a fucking homewrecker. He looks fucking completely shitty himself, don't get me wrong. And they're gonna hoist her up as some poor, innocent fucking victim. Because the bitch got scorned. This is ridiculous. It's fucking, oh my God. The generous goodbyes allow Google to avoid costly, potentially embarrassing legal battles, the paper noted. Bullshit. Try more along the lines of public relations. If the Android guy, the creator of Android, which to me, all he did was just take Linux, he fucked with it and called it his own. I really can't say he created anything, because he took Linus Torvalds' work, basically made a distribution of Linux. He's not a creator. But With that situation with him, yeah, you're holding, he's a lech, he's a scumbag. And you're gonna hold him up as evil, which don't get me wrong, he looks like shit. And then go, must believe her, the home wrecking whore. And this is one reason why I think the left goes, well, you can't look at the fact of a person's sexual history, or in this particular, in this type of situation. You can't look at the fact that they were having an extramarital affair. You can't look at the fact that they were spending the weekend in a hotel room, sucking and fucking each other, because you just got to believe her. I mean, that's the type of shit that's going on here. The home wrecking whore is their fucking hill they want to die on right now, going after Google. I mean, like I said, he's a fucking scumbag in himself, and he's a home wrecker in his own right with his marriage and shit like that. But she looks like a home wrecking whore. But yet, she's an innocent fucking victim. 2 consensual adults in a hotel room, fucking and sucking. Yeah, okay. In the third instance, the exec was allowed to remain in a highly compensated position at Google despite sexual harassment allegations, the paper said, citing corporate and court documents plus interviews with anonymous company sources. Well, fuck me. New York Times, Washington Post, all they ever use is anonymous fucking sources. Like they did with the whole Russia bullshit and look like complete sparking fake news fuckwits. Yeah, we're supposed to just buy into their shit. I mean, I'm guessing in this situation, the exec was still there and in their position, but I'm just pointing out the fact that they should have absolutely no credibility with this anonymous source shit. Ruben's accuser, whose name was not revealed, had been in an extramarital relationship with him when he coerced her to perform oral sex on him in 2013, 2 execs told the paper. They were spending, whether it was a corporate thing or a personal thing, they were like spending whether it's a weekend or whatever, in a hotel together, sucking and fucking. It appears that she got upset because I think she was probably looking at the fact of, I'll get him to leave his wife. And when that wasn't going to happen, scorn bitch go cray-cray. Because she sounds like she's probably knucking futs. Just my opinion. Ruben, 55, met his wife at Google but dated other women at the company while they were together. In 2011, he had an affair with a woman on the Android team against company rules. Yeah. Like, probably, with his wife and his other extramarital affairs and his sugar babies, and I'm sure that was probably the case with a lot of them. I wouldn't doubt it. In a lawsuit filed this month by his ex-wife, Ruben, she claimed he had multiple ownership relationships with other women during their marriage, paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to them. He had sugar babies. She didn't like it. I can understand why she didn't like it. But she was stupid enough to marry the fucking sleazebag. She ain't a victim either. The couple were divorced in August. The suit included a screenshot of an August 2015 email Andy Ruben sent to a woman. You will be happy being taken care of, he wrote. Being owned is kind of like you are my property and I can loan you to other people. Yeah, well, if a broad is stupid enough to fucking do that and take money from a guy like him, allow him to pass her around, she's a fucking whore. Like prostitute whore. Kind of like the one that was, well, that's more like slut whore. But whores are whores. Doesn't matter if you're a slut whore or a prosty whore, okay? You're whoring yourself out one way or another, okay? That woman who got upset and said that he coerced me into sucking his dick. If you get coerced into sucking dick, you're fucking stupid. If someone can literally manipulate you, coerce you, because coercion is manipulation. If someone can manipulate you into sucking their dick, you are a moron. Speaking of which, V, with how hard you suck Sargon's dick, you are the biggest fucking moron out there, dude. Just a prime example of that coercion thing. But see, V likes to be coerced to do that. He allows himself to be coerced to suck Sargon's dick. Because he's got no friends in the real world. And I'm sorry for this tangent. But with the shit going on with those fucking spurgs, it just worked its way in. But yeah, alright. V's a whore. Just like these women. You cannot do something unless you want to do it. It's free will. This is what's fucked up. Women no longer have free will. They do something they regret. Oh, I was coerced. You know, those spurgs that were with the fucking skeptics being blackmailed. Okay, they got involved in the gay ops shit. I was being coerced. It's like, excuse me? No. You can't say you were being coerced. I mean, yeah, if your family's involved, okay, that's one thing. But you know what, ultimately? You're responsible for your actions. You're responsible for the safety of your own fucking family. And if you're going to allow yourself to be manipulated or forced into doing something that you don't want to do, ultimately, that ends up on you. Yeah, they have a part to play in it. But ultimately, you're the one responsible. You got to take responsibility for your actions. Because in a court of law, even if you're fucking coerced to do something, even if you're, blackmailed, you still committed the fucking crime. But people don't understand that anymore. Okay? She was having an extramarital affair. She's off in a hotel room with him. The bitch gets scorned. I bet you follow the timeline. I bet you if we were able to see the timeline of this situation. They were in the hotel room, everything was fine, something happened after the fact, and then she went to corporate, to corporate and said, he coerced me into sucking his dick. No, you were having an extramarital affair. You spent the weekend with him. Sorry. It's the same type of idea. This Me Too fucking shit is ridiculous. This idea that the spurgs in this fucking septic community, all right, the ones who are now trying to go, well, I mean, I understand your family, and oh God, I can't think of his name. He was in the Kraut Tonka call, the one that leaked it. He's doing what I'm talking about. He decided to take responsibility for his actions and said, whoa, wait a minute, and made that shit public. Okay? So, in his case, yeah, that's a difference. He's taking responsibility for his actions. These people, they don't want to do it. Sargon and V getting caught in that fucking shit of being shady shit, You got Crow basically admitting that he's running everything by Sargon. You got V in a call talking about how we should bring back doxing, bring back the doxing. We got this situation with Zeph, and all those other people that dox people, and we can't dox them back, and we should be able to dox them. And it's like, damn. I mean, and then he tries to deny it. And when Jim calls him on that shit, Jim supposedly loses his shit. And V was there going, well, I didn't talk to him. Okay, well, maybe I did talk to him. Okay, well, yeah, I did talk to him a couple times. Yeah, Jim's the one that and this is these fucking spurging idiots. They don't want to take responsibility for their actions. They're doing gay ops shit. It's no different than this. They're being whores. The whole lot of them. And I know this is a tangent, but I haven't said anything on this, and it's at the end of the video. And I just wanted to make a point. They're no better or no different than these manipulative fucking whores that act like this, that get involved in a situation and then try to play the victim. None of you are fucking victims. Not this woman, not you fucking fuckwits going, oh, we didn't do anything. Where's your, Sargon? He's going, well, you have no exact proof. You don't have anything that directly links me to it. No, but there's a shit ton of circumstantial evidence. You're not a victim, none of you. You're all fucking whores. Anyway, I've covered this well enough. I've ranted on my tangent at the end here. I don't know how that slipped in. Oh, yeah. Because V likes to be manipulated to suck Sargon's dick. Because it makes him feel wanted. That's why he's the bottom bitch. Oh, yeah, that's why I got onto that tangent. Anyway, I've covered this well enough. I'm just going to leave things here. If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video, when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.